And we've got the Panthers, leader at quarterback. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw it on first down. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Right up the gut. Pushing for the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Brown had the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another carry for Robinson. Room to work at the 35. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Here's Penix. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Drake Drake London with the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On now is Cook to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long. They're going play action. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Charlotte in just a moment. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. From the 39. Throw reeled in by London. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Third down give to Robinson. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
That's grabbed at the 10. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Panthers returning their offense and is running back to the field. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. On 2nd and 12 now. And he's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. He misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the shotgun, Penix. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Panthers pick this one up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll try and punch it in. Dives for the pylon. The Panthers grow their lead off the turnover. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for two. He's throwing for it. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 13. Big lift from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Penix working from the gun. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Got a man, it's London. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. Drake London with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Returning it from the 4. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in 2nd place. Catches made down the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Escapes his grasp. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Carolina. To block this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. That's him on the quick hitter. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Penix. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. That's caught for the first. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. That one complete to Higbee. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bowler like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. And again, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air with Penix. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, and they're going to say it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Penix looking to pass. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The kick violence is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Like the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. They go play action on 1st. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. From there, we head up to the Motor City, check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Jared Goff.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to an isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay. I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Penix. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And it's going to be Panthers football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing it to start this drive. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, it requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. It's short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
The give here on 2nd. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He got it! Interception! Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
It's a gain of 22. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Penix on 1st down. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Got along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So out now comes the punter. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pitts brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 27. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So 2nd down coming up. Dropping back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons have some new life in the board. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Penix. And they get to him way behind the line on this one to take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, it puts some heat up. That does it. It's intercepted, and that is the record. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers have it on his record-setting 15th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers getting closer to their 13th win of the season. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First and 10 from the 41. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They've got first down from the 31. Trying the right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The defense takes its third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Going to the ground again on first. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards, and that moves them that much closer. Second and goal now from the 2. They'll send him up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Another carry for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll try it on the ground. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. On first down, here's Penix. Need this to force overtime. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.
wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this course. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more?